Good morning, everybody. We're down in the studio and I'm going through some art that I've done quite a while ago and sorting through some things and thought I'd do a quick video to show you what's on available. Anyway, I'm going to do hopefully rapid fire and see what we get. So the first piece is on a slab of wood with the raw edges, and that ring light's going to be an issue, but we'll try our best. And I used my technique and her image came through. So we have what looks to be some sort of a gypsy queen. Not really sure. You can tell me what you think she might be or who you think she might be. So that's number one. If anybody's interested in any of these pieces, just give me a message and we'll talk. This is another piece, but this one is on an upcycled, it was a Lazy Susan. I took the gear off the back, and I'll paint on anything. This is wood, and this is a kitchen witch, or you can hang it anywhere you want. She is lovely. She's very ethereal, almost fairy-like. So that's number two. This one here I painted on, it looks like it was a wood tray where you put your dip and your chips, or like a charcuterie type thing, but I decided to paint on it on the other side, and so it's got like a curved edge, and I think she's lovely as well. Okay, what else can I show you? This is a very old painting and it's very abstract. It was when I first started out, and it's on one of those beveled boards that you get upcycled. I picked it up at the thrift. But I saw the faint outline of this wizard's face and painted that in the staff, and the rest was already there. This is the cloak. So beautiful. I'm very, very happy with the outcome of most of my paintings. This is a watercolor painting. I've been kind of playing around with watercolor. I did that a while ago, and I think she's very angelic. So she's looking down on humanity, and she doesn't look unhappy, but I think she looks a little bit concerned. Anyway, and then I had this piece that I had, that these little rock formations came out in the painting on their own, and I just kind of went with it and used my creative energy to bring it out, so that's cool. And we have a monk. He also showed up. All of this came in the painting, and it was just his head had a little bit of a faint outline, so I tweaked it out, and he's got lots of, I believe this is alcohol ink. So, and it's on Yupo paper, which is like a plastic coated paper that you use with alcohol ink. This fellow, I was just playing around and I painted this. He's a Buddha walking into the abyss. The composition's a little strange, but I still like it. I think it's cool. I don't play by the rules, so that's why I think my art is so unique. Sorry, I have to keep going off camera. This one, I was playing around with blues and greens, and the paint didn't quite flow the way I wanted it to, but the paint flows the way it wants to, and this is the result. And I popped her in at the bottom, so very abstract. And then I found this piece is a cutting board that I found probably at a thrift store, and I painted that image on it on purpose. So I did do a background like I normally do. It's kind of oranges and pinks, and I did use some neon colors, and then I decided that it was the way that it came out, it was only going to be good for a background painting, so I just threw a crow on it, and he's lovely. I think he's great. And here we have, she's very I don't know what she is. She's kind of like a fairy or an imp or something. Elf, maybe. Somebody mentioned that I channel interdimensional beings, and I thought that was really appropriate because that's basically what I'm doing. I just put the paint down and see who comes through who wants to be painted. And when I asked why does that happen, and the answer was, well, they just want to be seen. So they do exist, and you know, I'm just here to help them along. Okay, and this one is similar to the other one. She's also just on really thin canvas, so they're very lightweight and inexpensive, and this was just me practicing, so that's another lovely one. Okay, and then we have some more Kitchen Witches. So these are cutting boards or charcuterie boards that I found at a thrift store. They were not used, but I guess whoever bought them maybe didn't think they were big enough. I don't know. And so I decided, well, it's wood. I can paint on that, and somebody might want it for their kitchen. It's got lots of beautiful colors in it, very earthy, and she came out quite vividly, actually, so I think she's pretty cool. I love all my paintings. I like the characters that come out. Here's another one. She's a mermaid. This was on a very strange piece of wood. It's got some live edge on it. I'm not sure if it's a cutting board or I think it's probably a charcuterie, but you can't use these as charcuterie boards, FYI. Once they're painted on, they're not food safe anymore. So, but this one's a mermaid, if anybody's interested in that. And another one I did, this was a smaller type cutting board. I'm not sure what this groove would have been for. Maybe it's a cheese board and that's where the cheese wire went, but I painted on the opposite side, did my technique, and she came through in spades. So she's some kind of priestess, I think, or at least very heavily regarded in her country or planet, wherever she resides. Okay, and here's another little square canvas, 6x6 or 4x4. I'm not sure. I have to measure that. But she's kind of got crone energy, so we just went with that. And this one is on a canvas board, and I framed it. I had a framer at one time, used to make these frames for me, and I used all the colors of fire in this, and it worked out really well. And then I just I added her face. This teardrop was already in the painting, so I actually just enhanced what was already there, and she's magnificent. The energy, the goddess of fire. And then we have this fellow. Obviously, he's from another planet or another world or another dimension. Love him. And this one reminded me of the Romanovs or a Russian princess of some sort. So I went with that theme. And three more little ones. This reminds me of Mary, Jesus's mother. So we love her, and we love this. All this was in the painting. I just tweaked it out when I saw it. I just couldn't help myself. So it's kind of like that's, you know, the maiden in the moonlight, and the wolf is her protector. And I'm not really sure who this is, but they all seem to work together. And this one is another beautiful painting. This little hat thing here was already in the painting, and I just kind of worked with it and just practicing doing bodies and faces and all that good stuff, because I don't have any formal training. I'm self-taught, so I have to kind of learn on my own the dimensions and proportions, and I just paint what I see. So sometimes it's not proportionate, but that's just the way it is. So I've had to let that go over the years. Anyway, I'm gonna go and work on some more art, and I hope you have a great day. I'm gonna have a great day, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.